Alright, so for the rank 4 Gemini deck, you'll notice there are no E-Hero fusion monsters at all. Only rank 4 monsters plus Stardust. Alright, so we got the 3 Neos Alias, your best Gemini monster, 2 Crusaders of Endemon, 2 Noble Knight Gwains, 1 Stratos, triple Gemini Scorpion, 1 Honest, 1 Bubble Man, 2 Emergency Call, 2 Hero Lives, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Reinforce, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Warrior Return Alive, 3 Gemini Sparks, 1 Super Vice, which you could just replace with another evac device. You don't need this. I only have this in here because I was testing it out. 2 Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential. You could either trade out the Torrential for another Mirror Force, or trade out the Mirror Force for another Torrential. I just have one of each because I was testing out, see which one I like better. Double Starlight Road. You need both of these. Evac device. Once again, you can put in 2. Take out Super Vice. Triple Call of the Haunted. Reason you need Starlight Road is to protect this. And the Solemn Double. Alright, and for the extra deck, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Evil Swarm Ouroboros, 1 Holy Lightning Glorious Halo, 1 Constellar Omega, 1 Shockmaster, double Blade Armor Ninja, 1 Photon Butterfly, 1 Black Ship of Corn, 1 Excalibur, 1 Star Liege Palidynamo, 1 Maelstrom the Symphony de Jin, 1 Daigatsu Emerald, 1 Abyss Dweller, and Gagaga Cowboy. Now, the reason there's no fusions for elemental heroes is because I wanted to have the rank 4 summon for almost any situation that I could go against. Now, Holy Light Halo, I haven't really ever used him. That's probably just going to replace him with another Constellar Omega, because this card actually plays out very well. Being able to make yourself immune to spell and trap effects, and his effect is spell speed 2, which means you can chain it to effects. So if you're attacking and they activate a Mirror Force, you can chain his effect to make himself immune to it. Now if your opponent pops a Dark Hole on his turn, you can chain his effect to make sure he's not killed, because it's spell speed 2. This one and Abyss Dweller, I think, yeah, they're the only 2 monsters here that have a spell speed 2. Well, actually, Stardust does as well, but that's a different story. Yeah, so Abyss Dweller also has a spell speed 2 effect. He's basically great for shutting down elemental dragons, because your opponent can't activate effects that activate in the graveyard. And it's spell speed 2, so you can use it on your opponent's turn. That's like the only reason you'd want to use Abyss Dweller is if they're going to pop out. Well, if you're going against spellbooks or elemental dragons, because they use their graveyard a lot. And Stardust, obviously, just for Starlight Road, because you're going to be using this a lot because you need to protect your trap cards. You never need to run more than 2, but you don't really ever want to run just 1. And you only really need 1 Stardust, because you probably will only be activating its effect once. If you use it twice, oh well. Evil Swarm Ouroboros, this card is great. You can bring him out instead of a Shockmaster if you get 3 out. And what you can do is banish a card. What is it? Once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ card from this effect to activate one of its effects. Each of these effects can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. Target 1 card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Summon 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, banish 1 card in your opponent's graveyard. Yeah, so you can banish a problem card, just return a card to the field, which is great for getting rid of XYZ monsters. That's why Compulse is such a great card, because it bypasses the whole they cannot be destroyed effects that some of them have, like Dragosac. And it's just an all-around great card. This one I only have it in here because I was testing out, since there are a lot of light monsters in here. Like Gwain, Crusader, Alias, but not Gemini Scorpion, or Stratos, or Bubble Man. And of course, Blade Armor Ninja, because he can attack twice. Photon Butterfly, because he can change an opponent's defense position monster and attack it. Black Ship of Corn because he can destroy annoying monsters. Excalibur to run over anything. This guy to stop anything that has an effect. And he also has a nice, if he's destroyed, you get a draw a card effect. Dijin is a great first turn XYZ monster since he can protect himself by just detaching cards. Plus he can flip a card face down. Daigasu Emerald to bring out your Gemini monsters from the grave. Or shuffle them back into the deck and draw a card, like a mini Pot of A. Abyss Dweller to stop Dragon Rulers and Gaga Cowboy. If your opponent has like less than 800 life points and you just want to kill them off real fast. Or if you want to destroy a monster that has less than 2950 attack, and because he can increase his attack by 1000, and make your opponent monster lose 500 attack, which comes out to 2500. So if they have 3000 or more attack, he can't destroy them. But if it's 2950 or below, he can. And triple Neil's Alias, because whole deck pretty much revolves around him. Noble Knight Gawain, because he can special summon himself if you have Crusader or Neil's Alias on the field from your hand. Plus, he's a warrior type, so you can bring him back to your hand with Warrior Return Alive. Gemini Scorpion, because if he's brought back with Call of the Haunted, you can special summon a Gemini monster from your hand. Stratos to add an Alias or Bubble Man to your hand. Bubble Man, because if you have no cards in your hand, you can special summon him. And since you're running a ton of spell and trap cards, you can easily special summon him with his effect. Honest, because you're running a lot of light monsters, and Honest is great. Emergency Call to get Stratos to your hand, or Alias, or Bubble Man if he's the only card in your hand. A Hero Lives to get out a first turn Stratos, and special summon an Alias, and go to a rank 4 XYZ summon. It's likely with your first turn you're going to go for a Dijin, or if you have a Knight Gawain or a Gemini Scorpion, you'll go for a Shockmaster to lock out their effects. Dark Hole, because it's great in this deck, because this deck doesn't really have much destruction power. Monster Reborn, for the same reason I have Call the Haunted at 3. Warrior Return Alive to add back Noble Knight Gawains and Gemini Scorpions, or an Alias, or Stratos. It's just really good. The only target it can't bring back is Honest and Crusader. Gemini Spark, great with Daigasu Emerald to bring out one of your Gemini monsters and blow them up, and draw a card. You can see I have no Mystical Space Typhoons in here. It's because I have Heavy Storm and triple Gemini Spark. I should probably run at least 2 or 3 of them. I always get destroyed by trap cards. Bottomless because it's good. These 2 because it's good. Starlight because it protects all your traps. Compulse to get rid of annoying XYZ monsters. Call the Haunted to bring out Gemini Scorpion. And Solemn Judgment to stop anything. Solemn Warning to stop annoying stuff. And yeah, this deck is actually really good. It's really fast, and it's like one of the few decks that's competitive that doesn't run hand traps.